my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time we made it here to Lily Cove City, and here in Lily Cove we found out that Team Magma, Team Aqua are up to no good again. You know, it's kind of what happens around here. I guess the teams get all angry at each other and they fight. They're kind of weird. They're kind of freaking me out a little bit, but we're actually going to have to backtrack. Now, I've gone ahead and picked up a couple supplies, some Hyper Potions, some Repels, some Ultra Balls, if you guys know what I'm getting at. There's those evil twins. But today we're going to be making our way to Mount Pyre because that is where those teams are at. That's where they're fighting. I don't even know what's going on. All I know is there's drama between teams. They're arguing about certain things. One believes that the world should be drowned in water. The other one believes that the earth should take over, and for some reason it makes sense, but it doesn't really make sense because honestly, if there was no water on earth, we would all kind of die. So I guess I'll at least take the flood one because it might be cool having a pool everywhere you go. You know what I'm saying, guys? I might as well just team up with Team Aqua because they kind of know what's up. They get me. They get me on that level. I mentioned to you guys yesterday that we're going to be adding a new Pokemon to our team, and it's actually going to be here in this grass. So when we're ready, we're going to go ahead and do it. Fingers crossed, I'll be back once we've bumped into it. So there we have it, guys. That's the Pokemon we've been looking for, is a Vulpix. This one is level 25 and it's a female. Now this is the Pokemon that I've been looking for quite a while. I thought it would be a great addition to our team. I know a lot of you guys actually told me that too, just because Vulpix is so cute, so adorable, and it turns into such a great Pokemon. As you can see, we don't do a whole lot of damage to it, which is okay with me. I'd rather take it slow than KO it like that. Holy crap, that was actually a lot closer than I wanted it to be. I'm a little shaken up now, but let's go ahead and throw some Ultra Balls at it. I only have like 5, but I'm going to try my best, and now we are burned. Thank you so much for that. I am going to be so happy to have you on our team, to have someone like that on our team who burns us, who treats us badly, who will-o-wisps our whole team. You got the team angry at you, Vulpix, with that. There we go. Gotcha. Vulpix was caught, and we are going to be giving this Vulpix a nickname. As you can see, Vulpix is a fox Pokemon. It's 2 feet tall. It weighs 21 pounds. It can freely control fire, making fiery orbs fly like will-o'-the-wisp just before evolution. Its 6 tails grow hot as if on fire. Now, that's kind of neat. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give this nickname, Vulpix, a little nickname. If you guys remember, I actually just got myself a little puppy. So, you know, that little puppy kind of means something to me. It's kind of special. So I'm going to go ahead and name it after that little puppy of mine. So I'm going to go ahead and call this Vulpix Elsa. So with that, guys, welcome Elsa to the team. You know what's really strange is the fact that Elsa, my puppy, is named after the girl in Frozen, who's completely like ice. She's all about ice. And of course, we name that a fire type Pokemon that, which is okay with me. It's kind of cool. I enjoy that. All right, let's continue on then. Somewhere here in Mount Pyre, we're going to have to bump into the teams. I think they're around here. And honestly, I think I'm going to go ahead and give Elsa the XP share. I think that's probably for the best. Elevar's level 32. That's not bad. I'll have to train up the rest of the team later as we go, but I will be training Elsa up here in a little bit. You know what's kind of cool is Ninetales evolution actually looks a little bit like Elsa. If you guys have seen what my puppy looks like, it looks a little bit like that. Like that coat, just kind of cool. So I guess that's kind of a cool name to give to my little Vulpix now. Okay, well, we're here in Mount Pyre. I haven't heard a whole lot going on. Ooh, it's getting darker, though. It's getting foggier as we go up this mountain, and that's kind of making me a little bit nervous. I don't know where we need to go. What is going on? I'm getting scared up here. I'm getting scared. I don't think there's going to be anything up here, though. Hey, we found an Ultra Ball, so I guess we got ourselves the one we used back. Always check for items in those little corners, guys. Just a suggestion to you. It's kind of something that should be known at this point. Okay. Well, it looks like we're going to have ourselves some battles, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and take them on. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. My week's been going well. I'm back on track. I'm knocking things out. I'm playing with my puppy. I'm hanging out. You know, life's been good. I got a couple movies, you know. Just been kind of relaxing a little bit. Been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones, but that's kind of my jam. I love me some Game of Thrones. I've been watching a lot of it. I think I need to watch this past Sunday's episode, though. I'm not that caught up. I need to check it out. I love that show. You know, it brings me back to... someone asked me this. Like, someone once asked me, if you could live in any time period, what time period would it be? For me, it was the medieval times, you know. back in the knights and all that stuff, and saving princesses and slaying dragons, that dragons were real. That is a conspiracy, that dragons didn't exist. Dragons are real, and people used to slay them, and I just think it'd be cool, you know, going back to that time. So that's why I relate to Game of Thrones. I listen to all that, I watch it, I'm like, this is what it's all about. This is what I like to do. Like, I love going around with my friends and swords and slaying people. That's what life is all about. I may not be doing it in real life, it may be in a game, but it's still, you know, something I enjoy. I think we all have those little hobbies, you know. If your hobby is being a Call of Duty sniper, whatever it's called, you know, sniping around, all that stuff, enjoy it. You know, I hope you're not doing that in real life, though, but I hope you're enjoying it. You know, I hope you love those games. For me personally, I just love, you know, little MMORPGs, things like that. Whooping out the swords and bringing in some magic. I think it's fun. I enjoy that stuff. And, you know, if watching Game of Thrones kind of makes me think that I am some weird knight in some weird thing, that's, you know, I'm not going to judge, guys. I'm not going to judge what you do with your lives. I think that's all you. You know, you do you. That's what it's all about. Okay. Well, who am I going to send out? Let's send out Goat. I like Goat going up against a Zubat. You know, I remember when I first played Pokemon Yellow, there wasn't a Steel type. You know, there wasn't anything like that. So the fact that they, like, implemented the Steel type later on to counter certain things is just the coolest thing. How it's, like, invulnerable to poison. Genius. Absolutely genius. I love it. I remember when, because there used to be Onix, you know, and, oh, they're still Onix in the original, like, yellow, blue, whatever, the first gen. And then all of a sudden, here comes second gen, and there's some sort of weird thing called Steelix, and it just blew my mind. I was like, what is this? What have they done to Pokemon? This is insane. Onix has a freaking evolution, and it was like a Steel type. It rocked my world when it first came out. It was like, what are they doing? And nowadays, I guess it must be a little different for you guys, because now they release a bunch of different Pokemon that, you know, a certain evolution to this Pokemon that didn't have one before, and it may not be as big of a deal as it was to me, but for me back then, I was like, oh my goodness, this is absolutely out of this world. I cannot believe that a Steel type, oh my gosh, you don't even want to tell me back then. If, you know, 10 years ago, you would have told me there was a Fairy type, I probably would have fainted, passed out, probably wouldn't have gotten back up. I probably would have had to been taken to the hospital and resuscitated, you know, brought back to life, because I would have been like, fairies? I would have been like Mr. Crocker from the Fairly Odd Parents. Fairies? No way! What are you talking about? Fairies? You know, I would have been completely crazy. That's just how it feels for me sometimes with some of the new releases, like some of the new things that had come out. When I first heard Mega Evolution, I was like, what? Mega Evolution? What is this? Is this Digimon? Because I've watched a lot of Digimon. I love Digimon too, actually. Digimon has another special place in my heart, which is a whole nother story. But, you know, I love the things they're doing now to Pokemon. It's kind of strange, but I'm kind of digging it. You know, I like getting surprised a little bit. Because for me, it's kind of like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. I didn't expect them to do these sort of things. You know, so it's kind of cool. I remember when I first started playing Digimon, I used to think it was like this huge ripoff of Pokemon. I was like, oh, they're just ripping off Pokemon. It's not a big deal. I probably should have used Quick Attack there, by the way. And then I finally got to watch the anime and things like that. And I was like, oh, this is completely different. It's kind of cool. They're actually friends with their Pokemon. They don't enslave them into balls. The Pokemon can run around whenever the heck they want. This is awesome. You know, and that's kind of how it... Whoa, wow. Wing Attack? That did that much? That's kind of how I first got into Digimon. But with that, we have defeated the Team Aqua Grunts. And man, I lose track sometimes. I don't even know where my stories go half the time. I just end up losing my mind. It looks like up ahead. Oh my gosh. Are those my grandparents? Grandma! Grandma! Team Magma's Maxi got ahead of us, but we also got what we wanted. The red orb preserved at Mount Pyre. I, Archie, now have it in my possession. Phew, now we can bring our ultimate objective to fruition. Okay, team, we're pulling out. Oh no, this cannot happen. Not only the blue orb, but even the red orb has been taken. The blue orb and red orb must never be separated. They belong together. What are those men trying to do with those two orbs? Oh yes, was it Team Magma who came and took the blue orb first? Well, in their haste, they left this behind. I couldn't imagine what exactly it could be. I would like you to have it. Perhaps it will be useful in some way. With that, we obtain the Magma Emblem. The Magma Emblem. What the heck? What about you, Grandpa? Mount Pyre is where we call them the spirits of Pokemon that have passed on. This is a high place where one can see all of Hoenn. The disembodied spirits of Pokemon must find solace here. Is it coincidence that you are here? Will you hear out my tale? Alright, let's hear it, Grandpa.
It happened long, long ago. The world was wrecked by a ferocious clash between the Pokemon of the land and the Pokemon of the sea. The Pokemon of the land raised mountains and created continents. The Pokemon of the sea raised huge waves and carved out oceans. Their fierce duel raged without end. The world was engulfed in massive infernos and vicious storms. The blue orb and the red orb brought an end to the calamity. Light poured from the two orbs and becalmed their enraging adversaries. The pair, made docile, dove deep into the sea where eventually they disappeared.
Well, guys, it looks like some weird beasts are doing weird things. It looks like there's a trio up here, and I don't know what exactly that means. Maybe it means that there is more than two. Who knows? You know, something mysterious like that always happens in Pokemon, guys. Next up, it looks like we're gonna be making our way out of Lily Cove. Maybe if there's something to do in Lily Cove, I'm gonna go hit on Nurse Joy a little bit. Let me see what you got. You guys got. What up, Nurse Joy? How you are? Oh man. Oh gosh, that was a quick one. That was a quick rejection. Look, I'm gonna ask you guys. I always ask you for some tips on you know, the game, but I'm gonna ask you some tips on the game of life. Called give me some tips on how to pick up Nurse Joy. Please give me some tips. Give me some things I can throw out at Nurse Joy, because it just doesn't seem to be working. And if you want to throw in some tips about the game while you're at it, let me know. Next time we continue from Lily Cove City, you know, we got some crazy stuff. I'm probably going to train up Elsa a little bit, and we'll see where we go from there. So if you guys have any tips on what's coming up, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.